Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Alive with Lillian. My name is Lillian DeFries, and we are doing a show on unstoppable women. Well, I couldn't not invite our special guest today, Marie-Thérèse Boulanger, who is celebrating her 103rd birthday today. Wow, celebration. Happy birthday. Bon anniversaire. Madame Marie Boulanger is from France. So her first language is French. And so I might need to help a little bit with translation, but we will work through this. So Marie Boulanger, we have a little secret to say, first of all. Welcome.
Merci.
The little secret is that this is my mother, who is celebrating her 103rd birthday today. So very special person in my life who's been around for a very long time with me. And I couldn't be luckier. So thank you for being here.
Thank you to you.
So tell me, you're 103 today.
Yes.
Yes. And tell me a little bit about your origin. Where are you from?
I am from France, from Normandy exactly.
Yes, Normandy, France.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had a good life in France.
Yes. So you were in France, and your family was quite a wealthy family.
Oui, yes.
Yes. Your father was
My father was a notary.
notary. Okay.
Yes. And my mother, she was a mother.
Yeah.
With 5 children.
With 5 children.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you the oldest?
No, I am the second one.
The second one. Okay.
Yes.
And how many brothers and sisters are still with you?
Surviving now, nobody. I am the only one.
You're the only one surviving, so
yeah.
you outdid them.
Yeah.
But you have somebody in your family who died very old.
Oh, yes, my grandfather.
Your great-grandfather.
Okay, he died at 99, 2 days before his birthday.
2 days before his 100th birthday.
Yeah.
And he was working.
Yes, he was working, yes.
Yeah.
Impôt.
In taxes?
Yes.
Yeah?
And he died in his office.
In his office.
He was not sick.
He was not a sick man, yes. And your mother, your father, first of all, let's go with your father. Your father was in World War I and II.
Excuse me.
Your father was in World War I?
Yes, and World Second one.
And World War II. And what happened to your father? Maybe share a little bit about that.
My father, for the Second War, he has been arrested by Gestapo, and he went in concentration camp.
So your father was not Jewish, though?
No, but he was in the resistance.
He was so during World War II, he was in the resistance.
Yes.
And they also took people in the resistance, observed them, watched them, and took them into concentration camp. Did he come back?
He came back 1 year after. And he stayed home for 1 week.
1 week. And then?
When the Gestapo came back.
The Gestapo, yeah. And they came back and took him to concentration camp again.
Yeah.
And he was a big man.
Yeah.
But when he came back from concentration camp?
Oh, it was not the same man. Absolutely different. So different that my young sister said, "Are you sure it's my father?"
Wow.
When he came back.
Wow. Because he had lost so much weight.
Oh.
Yeah. And what was the reason for the Gestapo to let him go and take him back again in 1 week?
We don't know, but we suppose they want to. They said before, you have not to talk to the family. You have to say nothing about what's happened.
Right, and
so I suppose,
and he was in the resistance.
Yeah.
So they probably knew he was going to go back to the resistance people.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know exactly.
And then a week later, they took him back.
Yes.
And did he come back?
No. But we never knew if he was dead or what's happened. We know by one of the men.
Yeah.
Yes. We know by him when this man left the camp, he saw my father walking and eating grass. He was
on his knees.
Yeah, on his knees, eating grass.
Yeah,
That's
it was
all
like
we know.
Yeah. It's hard, even today, right? Even so many years. How old were you when he left the last time?
It was in 1943.
Okay, so we can do the math. You 1943.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we're looking at, I'm going to cheat because I can't think right now.
I was 21 when he has been arrested the first time in 1942.
Yeah. So we're 1924. My niece 1923. Whoops. 19. Oh yeah. So 1923. So that's couldn't be 1923. It was 1923 was
No.
Yeah. I think we've got our years confused here.
No, 1942.
42
is the first time.
Yes, sorry.
The 9 of October. At 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 42. Okay. So you were roughly 18 years old.
Yeah.
About 18 years old.
Yeah.
Regarde la caméra. Yeah. We're looking up at the camera here. It's first time on TV, isn't it for you?
Yes. The first time.
Boy, is that what you've been waiting for 103 years to get on stage?
And you know, my English is not good, so.
No, your English is great. So what did you do all your life?
What I do?
Yeah. What was your...
because I was with my mother.
Yeah.
And my mother was very sad and with a lot of responsibility because he had the business of my father.
Yeah.
She can continue. She has to continue because for a notary, we can close your office.
So
you have to continue.
So because he wasn't there, who would keep care of business?
Yeah.
Who looked after his business while he was not there?
It was a friend of my father. He came once a week to sign the act and. Yeah.
And then what did you do? So you were living in France.
Yeah.
Your house got bombed.
Yeah.
You lost your entire house.
Absolutely.
Okay. And remember, for those watching here, Marie Boulanger was living from a very wealthy family. They had somebody cooking, they had somebody cleaning, they had, all these people looking after her, lost all the house and, left with nothing, really.
Yeah.
And then when did you come to Canada?
I came in 1957, I think.
Yeah, it was 1957.
Yeah.
Good memory. 103 years old and you still have great memory. That's wonderful. 1957. Okay. Yeah. 1957, you came and you moved to Montreal.
Yes.
Canada.
And I came with my son, who was 3 years old.
Okay.
And we arrived in Montreal.
And how was the life in Montreal? Now, at that time, first of all, you were married to someone else, not to my father.
No.
Yeah, you were married to someone else.
Yeah.
And that was not a very good marriage.
It was a terrible
marriage. But it was a way to get away from your mother.
Yeah. Yes, but I was with my son, and I had to take care of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when I came in Canada, in Montreal, the first thing is to go in I don't know how you call that. It's a nursery. I put Dominique, my son,
in a nursery, in a daycare.
Yeah. Daycare.
Yeah. And you started working.
I started to work the second day I came in Canada.
Wow. The second day you came to Canada. And how did you get here? Did you fly?
Yes, I fly. Yeah.
You flew?
Oh, no.
You didn't.
Excuse me. We take the boat.
The boat?
Le Havre.
How long did that take?
5 days.
5 days with a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And the father was already in Montreal.
In Montreal, yeah.
And then you arrived there, and you already knew my father.
Yeah.
You already friends with my father. And he came after. He came how long
He
after?
he came after, yeah.
Yeah. How long
Yeah.
after did he come? Soon?
Oh, yes, soon.
Yeah.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah. And so you started working the second day you
Yes.
arrived.
I was a receptionist to a doctor's office, a specialist for children.
Uh-huh.
And he was so nice with me because I said what to do with my son, 3 years old. And he said, okay, we have enough a room for you. We can put a bed. And if you want, I said, okay, he's in daycare, he's good. If something happens, okay, I will come here.
Yeah.
But
And
he
so
was
sometimes you brought your child to work.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. How long did you work in that place?
Oh, long time.
Because you were a lawyer in France.
Yeah.
You studied to be a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you came to Canada, you couldn't do that.
No, that was not possible because I don't know the law here.
Yeah. But I'm interested, I'm curious, because to be in a country where you're a lawyer and to give all that up to move to Canada, what was going through your mind? What were you thinking? I'm not going to be a lawyer anymore, or what's going to happen?
For sure. I said, okay, that's finished.
Was that hard?
And I had to work. I had no choice,
Yeah.
you know. So I worked with the doctor office, okay. And when my son went in school, in elementary school, the directrice of the school tell me one day, but your son speak French. I'm surprised. I say, born in France. I am French. She said, oh, but I am interested because we are looking French teachers.
Ah. Asseyez-toi debout, plus debout, yeah. Yeah, so they were looking for French teachers.
Yes. But, you know, I didn't have the diploma. So I went to the office, talking about the directrice sent me to you. And they said, okay, if you are interested, you can pass 2 months in university to have your diploma. I said, okay. So I spent 2 months like that.
Were you still working?
No.
Wow, but you money wasn't easy for you.
Yes,
but your future.
Yeah.
There was a future there to teach. Yeah.
So I start to teach, and I like that because it was a young kids, very nice. And
how old were the kids when you first started?
I think it's 6.
Oh, okay, so they were young.
Young.
Yeah.
And my son was in this school.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so was I.
Yeah.
That's right. So you taught French, and then eventually you ended up working for a French. Well, hang on a second. You moved to Toronto.
We moved to Toronto first, but no, before I asked in Montreal, I would like to move to go to secondary school. Okay, and they said, okay, it's possible. So they transfer me to a high school where it was very difficult for me.
Yeah, the children were more difficult.
The kids were terrible.
Yeah.
So at this time, one day I said, okay, I can't stay like that. It's not possible. So we decided to move in Toronto.
Yeah. And then went back to Montreal and back to Toronto.
Yeah.
You did like a back and forth.
Yeah, but that I don't remember well that. I don't. Okay.
But, and then you taught French to adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you did that until how old?
I don't know.
You did that until we moved, actually, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago, we moved to Kelowna.
I stopped, I think, because I was working for a company, and they said, okay, we don't need French anymore. So we stopped. So it's like that, I finished.
And then you took private students at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you did that till you were 99,
Yeah.
98, something like that.
Yeah.
Incredible. But you had fascinating students. You had
Yes.
you had people that you were having great conversations with.
Yeah.
You were obviously an amazing teacher because
to
this day you still connect with these people.
But I was teaching during the day at Alliance Française.
Yeah.
That is what adult only. In the night, I was teaching from 7 to 9 to emigrate people.
Wow.
So it was a long day.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Yeah.
And then you were traveling by subway to get to work.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't until recently that you started to use a walker, but you were very independent.
Very independent.
And that's and that's why I invited you here today. And I think this is why for our audience, it's really important to see a woman who's 103, but she was unstoppable. And so when I say unstoppable, quelqu'un qui s'arrête pas, I'm just translating a little bit, are you unstoppable? Yes.
If I find a job today, I will take it.
You will take it. Okay, that's a call outside. Anybody want to hire her? She's available right now. She's calling for a job right now. Yeah, you are unstoppable. But sometimes being unstoppable is good, and sometimes it can be a bad thing.
Yes, but at this time I was thinking maybe to go and to learn a new language. And I was thinking about Japanese.
Wow. It's never too late. It's never too late. Maybe you can find a Japanese boyfriend.
Oh.
Yes, a Japanese boyfriend, but that would be something. Yes. Well, we'll talk about that. But I think what people here would like to know is, what is the secret to being an unstoppable woman who is 103 years old?
I am a very active person.
Mm-hmm.
Very active.
True.
I need. It's a need for me. I have to move. It's why now I found difficult for me.
Yeah, it's difficult because you can't move as much.
Yeah.
I had a recent fall, and well, you did something very silly not too long ago. You lifted up your 2-year-old great granddaughter.
Yeah.
And did a compression fracture in your back.
That is stupid.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, right? It's and you're paying for it today.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think your mind forgets that you're 103.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah. How old do you think your mind thinks you are? How old do you think you are here?
Really?
What, 60?
Yes, 50, 60.
Oh, 50 even. Okay, so we're pushing it. Okay, so the mind has to keep up with the body. But what's the secret? Why do you think you've been living so long?
Really, I don't know. Maybe a little glass of red wine every night is good.
Yeah, the red wine every night, a glass of red wine. So yeah. I think that's it's true. It has been a little. That's one of the things you say that's kept you alive. Being active and a little glass of red wine.
And I had a very, very good food. My husband was a chef.
Uh-huh.
My mother before was an excellent cook.
Yes.
So now I am with you. It's good.
Yeah, but you eat like a bird.
Oh.
But you eat the good things for the bird. You don't eat the garbage.
I know.
No. Yeah, you like to be active. So active, red wine, and good food. Yeah. Joy of life.
I enjoy life because I am very, very lucky because I have 2 children. They are the best.
Yeah.
So,
and their spouses are fantastic too.
Yeah.
You've been very lucky. You have a daughter-in-law. You just spent 2 weeks with her, who looked after you like you're her mother.
My daughter has a nice husband.
Yeah. My
very
husband,
nice.
Very caring.
My son has a very nice wife. So
Yeah.
I have everything.
Yeah. So tell me, just before we wrap up and close this call, what is, do you understand a bucket list? Bucket list? It's something that you want to do in your life. Okay.
Yeah.
What's one thing you want to do now at 103? What's one thing you would like to do?
To try the parachute.
The parachute. You want to go parachuting?
Yes.
Woo! So we want to go parachuting. Unbelievable, eh? Isn't that wild? I have a mother who wants to go parachuting. Yes, that is amazing. That is amazing. Anything else?
I would like to go, that was a project with my husband, to go in Africa for a
Safari.
Yeah.
A safari.
A safari.
Yeah. Yeah.
That.
Well, never say never. At 80, you think, oh, I remember you saying, oh, I just want to be around to see my granddaughter get married, or my granddaughter have a baby.
Yeah.
And now 3 babies later, she's got, and you're still around waiting for what? What are you waiting around for?
The wedding of Leo.
Leo, your great grandson's wedding. Okay. Maybe we can do a parachuting party. I'm not sure when that's going to be. He's only 8 years old right now, so.
I'm so happy with my grandchildren.
Yeah.
They are so cute. The last one, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
For me, I love to see my grandchildren.
Yeah. Your family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Your family means a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So maybe a family gathering.
Yeah.
Eh? All to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really beautiful. Anything you want to tell any people out there? Is there one thing you want to tell people?
Yes, I said, in life, don't stop. Try as long you can. If you stop, sometimes I say, oh, I am retired. I think it's too bad because I have nothing to do, and so and so. Don't stop. Continue. You can always do something.
Something, yeah.
You can help people. You can, but don't stop.
Wonderful. That's a beautiful thing. And I totally agree with you. Don't stop. There's always something to do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when we stop, it's harder to get back up and start again.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because when I stay one day sitting, my God, I think I will never walk. No, we have to push, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to push you this year. Yeah, parachuting.
Yeah.
And we have Anne Pavlovsky joining us on the call here today. Great to see you, Anne. And she says, good advice. Good advice. Nice to hear.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say goodbye to everybody, and let's make a deal.
Okay. I wish to each of you to keep the best health. Be careful with your food, with your exercise, all that. It's very, very important. Don't forget the little glass of wine.
With the little glass of wine, yes.
But don't stop. You have to continue. If you stop,
it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we will see you again on your 104th.
Yes, after the parachute.
After the parachuting, and you can tell us all about it. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Thank you.
And I'm very, very, I'm very lucky to have you in my life.
And good luck to each of you.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks. Take her advice.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.